Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a health food store haul, and I went to Rainbow Foods, which is a local health food store near me. I picked up a few things, so I'd like to show you what I got. I bought pretty much only snacks. I buy my groceries at Costco, so I don't really need to buy my groceries from the health food store, but I love going in there to buy snacks. Just to support the business, and also I just love trying out new snacks. I went organic a few years ago, and that's when I got into these kind of health food store snacks. I still love doing that. I love going in there and I love supporting them. So let me just go ahead and show you what I got. This is the first thing, and they had so many of them at this health food store, Rainbow Foods. And it's from GoGo Quinoa, which I'm pretty sure I've heard of before. It is the GoGo Quinoa Puffs, and I got two flavors. I got pink salt and vinegar, and I also got sriracha flavors. So they both sound great. Salt and vinegar chips are my absolute favorite, but I also love like a nice spicy chip from time to time. So I'm actually really excited to try both of these. I love the designs on the packaging. So this one has like a woman with like big hair, and this one is like a lumberjack kind of guy. I think that's so cool. It really is very inviting, so I definitely saw these and wanted them. And they are only half full, so kind of like regular chips that way. I think they have to do that in order to keep them crispy. So I'd love to open one of these and give them a try. Should I do sriracha or pink salt and vinegar? I think I'll try the sriracha. They won't open. I had to tear it down the middle. It wouldn't open the normal way. There is some information on the back about the puffs. They're made with quinoa flour, sorghum flour, and brown rice flour, so they are gluten-free, probably. This is so weird. It doesn't actually say it's gluten-free, but there's nothing in the ingredients that sounds like gluten, unless sorghum flour has gluten. That's so strange. There's like nothing in there that would have gluten. I think the main selling point of these is that they have 6 grams of protein per serving, which is, wow, 58 puffs? Is that the whole thing? No, it's about half of the bag. So half of the bag has 6 grams of protein, which is a lot of protein. That's actually pretty good. So without further ado, I'm gonna try one. They look like your regular Cheeto type of deal. It smells like sriracha. Very crunchy. Salty, crunchy, not as spicy as I would like, but overall, snackable, very snackable. They have a little bit of an aftertaste that's like a gluten-free kind of aftertaste. I think it's the rice flour, or one of the flours, but very, very snackable. I like them. I would buy these again. 2 for $5, really not bad. That's about the same price as Doritos, so yeah, I'm super happy with my first purchase. Next up, I have some drinks. One I have had before, and that is this one, which is the Blue Monkey Sparkling Passionfruit Juice Drink. And this is incredible. It tastes like an Italian soda. It's got a great passion fruit flavor to it, and it's just really like bright and enjoyable. Passion fruit isn't really a flavor that we get very often in Canada, so to us it tastes very like exotic and fun. So I really love seeing anything with passion fruit in it. I'm really into. There are quite a few calories. It's 140 calories per can. And it has 18 grams of sugar, so it's not something that's great for you. And there's actually no sugar added, so the sugar is actually from the passion fruits. And what's funny is actually this is a product of Vietnam, and Vietnam is where I fell in love with passion fruits. When we were there, I used to eat like 8 to 10 passion fruits every day for breakfast, and I've just loved passion fruits ever since. So I'm super happy to have one of these again. I will buy them whenever I see them because I really, really like them. The next drink is something new that I haven't tried, but it looked very, very interesting, and it reminded me of some of the drinks that you used to get I used to get in Asia in like the vending machines. This is the salted caramel coffee frothed latte with oat milk. The brand is Two Bears. It says it's nitrogen infused. There's only 80 calories in the can, so that's actually really not bad for a morning coffee. And it's like a good size for a morning coffee. It reminds me, I think it's just the can and the size of the can that reminds me of those vending machine coffees in Asia. I really wanted to give this a go. I might take it camping with me this weekend, and I'll let you know if it's any good. But it looks very promising, so. I do like oat milk in coffee as well, so I think it should be good. I love that canned coffees are finally coming to North America because, you know, I was in Asia in 2014, like so long ago, and they were so popular over there, and I really missed them when I came back over. I'm glad that they finally are making their way here. Next up, I have things that I've had before, and they're from Camino. Camino is a really nice fair trade organic chocolate company, and I love their stuff. I just absolutely love everything they make. I started getting into Camino when I was doing all organic food a few years back, and they're one of the few brands that I still to this day consistently buy. That was a long time ago. It was maybe like 5 years ago. This is my all-time favorite hot chocolate mix, and it's the Camino Original Milk Hot Chocolate. Their dark hot chocolate is also great, but this one is my favorite. I buy this every year because it just genuinely tastes better than all of the rest of the hot chocolates. So I highly recommend this. I actually also highly recommend it as a Christmas gift. If you have some acquaintances in your life that you wouldn't buy like a really large gift for, I highly recommend buying them anything from Camino, whether it's the hot chocolate mix and maybe like a mug or something, or I also really recommend the chocolate bars. And I give them as a Christmas gift alongside a candle. So I put like a chocolate bar and a candle together, and that's a really nice Christmas gift for someone who's maybe not family. Actually, even if they are family, it's a good Christmas gift. I would like to get it. So I did pick up one of the bars, and it was really hard to pick up just one because this is the best chocolate. Really is. Like, you need to try this chocolate. It's really good. And this time around, I got butterscotch and sea salt because that sounded really good. And it is milk chocolate. It's 38% cocoa. So I prefer milk chocolate because I can have dairy, but they have lots of non-dairy options if you can't. So highly recommend checking out Camino. They're one of my favorite brands. I really like supporting good brands that are ethical and stuff like that, but your product has to be good. Like, I'm just not going to pay double for a product that is less good than what's already on the market. It really has to be either equal or better than regular products for me to consistently go out and find your product, to buy your product. And Camino really does that for me. They're a great brand. I love them. I love all their products. They make me happy. They make everyone happy who I give them to. Another thing I picked up are my favorite chips. And these are my all-time favorite chips, and believe me, I've been having chips since I was very, very young. I'm very picky on chips. They have to be crispy, they have to have a lot of vinegar, and these are it. Like, these are amazing. You've got to try them. These are from Spokes, and I always get the sea salt and vinegar flavor, but they do have a couple other flavors, but why would you? Because this is the best one. And they are really good for if you are dieting, because they have this very unique shape. Where they're like the wheel. It's like that's why they're called spokes, because it looks like a wheel. And so there's a lot of air incorporated into the design. So they're so fluffy, so light. Like, this bag is very light. It's only like $3 or so. It's not very expensive. So I usually buy like 4 or 5 of these at a time. And when I eat these, I'm not gonna lie, I usually eat the whole bag. And they totally understand that. And they actually give you the calories. Yeah, so they give you like the calories for just like one serving, and then they give you the calories for the whole bag. I feel like they just really understand their consumer. I used to eat entire bags, like family-sized bags of Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar chips. And, you know, I would still go back to that no matter how well I was doing on my diet. You know, if I had a bad day and I wanted to have like a binge, you know, I would go back and I would end up buying those Miss Vicky's. But since I've switched to Spokes, I never buy Miss Vicky's. I just don't buy them. I don't need them. These are just as good. and they are beyond half the calories. Per cup is only 40 calories. The whole bag is 320 calories. So, you know, if I'm having a bad day and I binge eat this whole bag, I've only eaten like 320 calories, which is really not that bad. So I highly recommend these if you are a snacker and you have a snacking problem and it's just not going away no matter how hard you try. One of the best things you can do is actually just switch your snacks to lower calorie, better snacks. And then, you know, when the inevitable happens, no matter how much we try to avoid it, the damage is just not as bad as it was before. So highly recommend these. These are great. The last thing I picked up is cans of Bubly. This is what I have used to replace soda. And I've been on a long journey to replace soda. I started drinking Coca-Cola when I was way too young to be drinking Coca-Cola, like 5 years old, maybe even younger. And throughout my youth and my childhood years and my teenage years, I was drinking 4 to 5, maybe even more cans of full sugar Coca-Cola a day. And you can imagine how bad my teeth are. But of course I was also very, very overweight as a child. So, and now I have this massive addiction to Coca-Cola that I have to deal with. Not only am I addicted to the caffeine, but I'm also addicted to that bubbly, you know, beverage. Like, I find it very difficult to drink plain water because I just didn't drink it growing up. I didn't drink water at all, and actually I have some really fun stories about what that did to my body that maybe one day I will share with you guys. But anyway, I've been on this long journey. I originally started replacing Coke with Diet Coke. I got that down, and then after talking to my naturopath, I switched from Diet Coke to Zevia, which is a stevia-based drink, which I still drink sometimes. That's great too. And then from there, I was able to switch to this, which is sparkling water. And it is the best brand of sparkling water, in my opinion, because it is the most bubbly, which is why it's called Bubly. That's a great name for it, because compared to other sparkling waters, the carbonation lasts a lot longer and it's a lot stronger. So it's actually very similar to the carbonation level you'd find in a Coke. So that was one of the hardest things for me, switching to sparkling water, and why it took me so long is because even, like, you know, first of all, it's the sugar, and then second of all, it's also the carbonation isn't there. It's too close to water. It wasn't close enough to Coke. So I'm so glad that this came out, because it's pretty much all I drink these days. And I know that sounds bad, but wait until I see the ingredients. The ingredients are carbonated water, natural flavor. That's it. So it's very, very simple ingredients. It's basically just water with carbonation, tiny bit of flavor. I'm drinking one now. This is the cherry flavor. I also have the blackberry. I like all of their flavors, really. I don't think there's a single one that I don't like, and I like to switch it up with my flavors because that keeps things interesting. But I'm very happy and proud of myself that I got to this point where I'm drinking sparkling water, because there was definitely a point where I thought I was never going to be able to do it. And it was a long journey to get here. And I know a lot of you won't understand what that's like, but for other kids that grew up on Coke, I think you'll understand, you know, like how difficult it was to get here. So yeah, I picked up some of this as well. And that is everything for my health food store haul today. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I like making these, so I'll probably make some more in the future. I also had a haul from GNC, which I will link up above. And please subscribe. Bye.